Skip it up and that up. So before I start my rant on Angry Joe, I have two things to say. First and foremost, I think Nintendo's copyright practices when it comes to video streaming and sharing and content creators is a pile of fucking shit. I can't stand what they're doing. I can't stand their revenue sharing program. I can't stand how they have like an iron grip on their copyright. They don't get what they're doing. And to be honest with you, like I've said a billion times before, even though my opinion is not popular with this and it makes people very angry, even though they are doing well right now financially with the stupid moves they're making business-wise, Nintendo, I strongly feel, is setting themselves up for a catastrophic failure in the future. It may not be tomorrow, may not be a year from now, may not be 2 years from now, but I pretty much promise you it's going to come if they keep up the way they're doing and if they screw up Codename NX. Moving on from that. Secondly, I do not hate Angry Joe. I have no beef with the guy. I like Angry Joe. As a matter of fact, from late 2010 into early 2011, he was my boss for a short period over at Blistered Thumbs. So I even talked to Joe outside of YouTube. So this is not a video where I'm bashing him or, attacking him personally, but I am going to strongly disagree with his actions, Joe. So be forewarned. I know there are Angry Joe fanboys in my subscriber base, and I'm probably going to piss you off. So what the fuck is going on with Angry Joe? What is this whole Angry Joe fiasco? If you went to Polygon, if you went to GameSpot, if you went to Kotaku, there was articles all over about him. What the hell happened? Well, Angry Joe decided that he wanted to stream Mario Party 10 on YouTube. He was playing with friends, said he was enjoying the game, and after he uploaded the stream, he stepped away from it for a while, and he came back and saw that there was a copyright claim from Nintendo. This is where the shit starts to not make sense. Now, I'm going to get to the main point last because I have the most to say about it, but I'll get into the other three bullets that I have here. One of the things he mentions in his video is that he goes on to say, he bought over $900 of Wii U hardware and software that he spent on the Wii U, and he was making it sound like that made him above the copyright. Now, again, I feel that in virtually all cases, minus story-driven games, that developers and publishers shouldn't give a shit about people sharing video of their games online, because if nothing else, in virtually all cases, minus the story-driven games, which I always say, it's free advertising. All right? You can't experience the full experience of a game unless you have the controller in your hand. The only exception, like I say, and I know I sound like a broken record, is when it comes to story-driven games, because I know people personally in real life that would say, I'll just watch the video on YouTube. I won't pick up the game. I just want to find out what happens in whatever trilogy or in the upcoming game. But beyond that, I think it's free advertising. But the thing that bothered me about Joe is he's like, I bought this equipment. I bought that. I bought this. I bought that. It added up to $900 of Wii U shit that I bought. Joe, that doesn't make you above copyright. With your thought process right there, that's like me saying, I spent $4,000 on a PC, so I should be able to rip every album out there and see them online for people to download through a torrent, and I should be above copyright. I understand your point is different in terms of the fact you're talking about advertising for Nintendo, but what you're saying is because you bought the equipment makes you, there shouldn't be any issues with copyright. No, that's not how it works. Just because you bought a bunch of hardware and software doesn't mean you could do whatever the fuck you want with copyright. I don't think that's the point you were trying to make, but it definitely sounded like it, and I did facepalm when you say it. When you said it, I should say. No, just because you buy a bunch of hardware from a company doesn't mean you can upload whatever the fuck you want from them. I hope that's not actually what you meant, and maybe you misworded it, but it's sure as shit what it sounded like. Now, although generally I'm annoyed at the whole situation with Angry Joe and Mario Party 10 and the copyright claim and how for some reason he's really shocked by it, but he did make a very good point, about Nintendo. When other companies, pull shit with DLC and pull other stunts, people lose their mind, especially with EA and Capcom, so on and so forth. But Nintendo, for some reason, always seems to get a free pass. People always just accept it from Nintendo, and it's okay. And God forbid you speak up about Nintendo, people lose their minds, unsub from you, call you every name in the book, and get pissed off. And he's right about that. And I have to ask to the people who are the diehard fanboys out there, Why is it okay when Nintendo does it? Why is it okay when Nintendo tries to shovel pieces of plastic, aka amiibos, down your throat with an NFC chip in them, and you just gobble them up to the point where people are fucking literally killing each other over them? You know, when Nintendo tries to milk every dime out of their customer and do shady business practices, it's okay. But when other companies do it, they don't get the same pass that Nintendo does. And Joe is 100% right about that. There is a different standard for Nintendo than there is for other companies, and it's fucking annoying. Now, here is where me and David Jaffe have the biggest issue with Joe. Joe, I gotta ask you, buddy, have you lived under a rock for the past couple months? Did you not hear about Nintendo's revenue sharing program? Have you not known that Nintendo has draconian copyright policies, that they have an iron grip around all of their intellectual properties and don't give a shit about the free advertisement and are very closed-minded to the whole content creation thing? You couldn't have been. So what did you expect when you uploaded the Mario Party 10 video? Did you think they were just going to spread their asses for you because you're Angry Joe and be like, everyone else, we automatically copyright claim our videos, but Angry Joe, that dude with the fantastic mustache, we're going to let him get away with it and make money off of us, even though we won't let anyone else, no matter how big their channel is, do it. That's why you're getting beef, dude. It's not that they're mad at you shitting on Nintendo. It's not that they're mad at you speaking your mind about Nintendo. They're just like, where have you been? What did you expect to happen? Did you expect them to give you better treatment than anyone else because you're one of the more successful gaming channels on YouTube? That's why people are giving you beef, dude. They're not mad at your opinion necessarily. I'm sure that, even though I'm sure that diehard Nintendo fanboys are, but people are like, where have you been? What did you expect to happen? Are you really shocked by this? Did you think because you have a large subscriber base, Nintendo would let you get away with it? Or are you using this as a campaign to get your name out there? Now, I hate when people say that, oh, he's just doing it as a marketing move. That's why he put up a Mario Party 10 video knowing he would get a copyright claim. Then he could turn around and bitch about it and get ad revenue. People say that shit about me and always have these fucking conspiracy theories, and I want to shove them back up their ass because they're not true and annoying. But I hate being that guy, but I have to ask it with you, Joe. Did you do it for that reason? Because it sure as shit seemed to work. I hate being the one questioning it like other people do with me, but you knew what Nintendo's policies were. You uploaded the video anyway, and then you make another video complaining about it, even though you knew the exact thing that was going to happen when you uploaded a video with Nintendo gameplay footage in it. I hate being another one of those conspiracy theorist guys, but it definitely does make me scratch my head about your actions and what you did. And I'm sorry, I hate being another one who thinks you did it for that reason. But hey, you were on Polygon, GameSpot, Kotaku, you were all over. So it definitely was an ace marketing move, Joe. You knew what was going to happen, you're not an idiot. And I really can't think of any other reason for you to do what you did except to get your name out there. It worked. Congrats, buddy. And again, Joe, I don't disagree with your stance on Nintendo. But the whole way you handle this whole Mario Party 10 thing, I do disagree with that. No one deserves special treatment, not I or you. This is Rich Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.